Hello YouTube, this is a follow-up to my XC90 3.2 liter belt drive video. Quick one, we had some questions. This is the decoupler pulley. I got ahead of myself and actually replaced it before I recorded it. So you can see that it has splines on the inside. Actually never looked up at this. But I believe this actually should have, there should be an INA thing on here, but you have to look at the parts. I should do a better look at it. Anywho, this is the decoupler pulley that was driving the Serpentine belt on the 3.2 liter XC90. I will try to put a link in the description, send you back to that video. I did not show you how to replace this. I showed you the tools and the general idea, but I did not actually show the process. So this is, I used an INA part, aftermarket, much cheaper than genuine Volvo. As I said, the reason I did this, one was just to be complete. The other reason is that this one definitely shows its age and engages slower. The new INA part actually engages instantly. It's great. So it's definitely worth doing while you're in there. There is a plastic cover that would cover this, so you would not see this. You need to get a pick and probably a screwdriver, and basically you just destroy your way in here and get that cap off. So I'm going to put this down, and this is actually what I did beforehand, because I wasn't sure of the special tool that Volvo said. There are a handful, not a handful, but two styles for the various pulleys in here. But I'm going to put this in for a second. So, oops, not quite seated. So there you go. So this is what it looks like. So you got a big hole in the center that you can basically put a pick in, a flat head screwdriver, just bash it into that hole. And you gotta pop that black cover. And when you put it on, it's actually a real pain in the neck to put the new cover on. So you actually need to actually work the edge. I use the back side of a 90-degree pick. It's nice and smooth, and I just kind of went around this, pushing my darndest to get the new cover in. Anyway, let's talk about the mechanics of getting this out. And unfortunately, since I'm not a YouTuber, you gotta kind of go with me on this. This is a 2011 Volvo XC90. This may be different on earlier engines, may be different on different models. So this is what I kind of sleuthed out in Vita and found that by Googling special part numbers, I came to, this is a Hazet part. The number is, it's made in Germany, Hazet. And this is a 2592 spline. And what you do, once you have the cap off, is these splines engage with the other splines and allow you to use this. I promise this works. It doesn't work on camera. It'd be better if my lighting was better. I bet you actually. So that goes in. So what you need from there is you need a 17 millimeter on this tool to counter hold that. And then you take, this should be a T50. Let me just double check. So I would highly recommend you spend a little extra money. This is like a one-time use socket. You need the long one. This is an SK because the nut is in there like a bugger. Let's run this around. There we go. So this is a T50. It just confirmed that it is a right-hand thread, meaning that it is lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So you're going to basically put this guy in here, and you wind up with this package like here. So you're going to hold with one hand your 17 millimeter wrench, and then turn counterclockwise to get that guy out of there. It's a bear. The way that this thing is designed to engage, it's actually very kind of smart the way they did this. This way is designed to turn such that it locks up when the drive is turning, such that it naturally wants to make the fastener tighter. So over 150,000 miles, this is actually getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So the spec, I think, is pretty light for torquing this down, but it's getting tighter every time you drive the car, and I guess until it hits a certain magical point. So I actually found I needed like a 2-foot breaker bar to get this guy out of there. It is seriously in there. So there was a question I had as to whether or not this is a triple square, and it is definitely a T50 Torx, and prove that to you with the Torx bit in question. So fits right on in there. So I hope that answers some questions. Again, this is, once you're in this far, it's silly not to do it. This INA part is pretty cheap, depending on where you buy it from. The one from Mother Volvo is stupid expensive. It's like $200. It should only be like $100. But once you do it, you're done. So again, to confirm, T50, looking at this, you can see the threads go upwards to the right. So that is a right-hand thread, which means it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Again, you're gonna slap this guy in, this Hazit tool you need. There is no way to do this, by the way, with the AC bracket installed, so you definitely need to do that. Get your counter hold in. This is a 17 mil. And then you basically get your long, again, I can't stress this enough, I think you are going to just destroy a lesser tool brand than like an SK or something. I think this is like a $20 bit. You can get the special tool from Volvo, but probably not any different. But you need the long one because the short one, whoa, the short one just isn't going to have the girth to get in there, or the length to get in there. So I hope that answers some questions. Please feel free to comment. I'll cross-link the videos below and let you know how to get back and forth between these videos. Thanks so much. I really do hope these videos are helpful to you all.